Western Command is the guardian of the Paradise Province of Palawan, the largest in the Philippines and more famously known as the nation's last frontier. With a favorable internal security condition in the province, the people of Palawan have been enjoying better times. Level-headed governance, progressive economic development, booming tourism, and improving internal peace and security conditions all work to shape the best climate for secure trade and sustainable development in the province. Palawan remains not only as the greenest and the safest haven in the country, but also as a tourist Shangri-La of choice, as it won the title of World's Best Island Destination for many years. In addition, the entire province has been declared by all peace and development stakeholders as a zone of sustained peace, development, and prosperity, affirmed as ready for further development and transitioning to a local government unit-led internal security operations responsibility. At the start of 2017, the communist terrorists staged atrocities when they burned a total of 11 heavy equipment just because the owners did not give in to their extortion demands. Those equipment were supposed to be utilized in constructing projects that would have paved the way to further development in the far-flung areas. They also mercilessly liquidated several personalities like Gilbert Baaco and the two Marines who were marketing unarmed in Rojas, Palawan. Likewise, the United States of America and other nations issued to their citizens travel advisories against kidnapping and terror groups in Palawan. In addition, there had been numerous reports on the recruitment activities of the Moro National Liberation Front in Palawan. Western Command and partners were at the forefront of the government's local social integration program and comprehensive local integration program for rebel returnees who have surrendered and were processed for reintegration to the mainstream of society. To date, there are 79 former rebels who have been reintegrated. We are expecting for more of them to surrender and live lives anew. Western Command, together with all security forces and stakeholders, work hand in hand. Conducted were joint random checkpoints and increased visibility in strategic locations, seaborne patrols, air patrols, mobile patrols, foot patrols, and patrols in inland waters and rivers and mangrove in the areas of operation, maritime security patrol in inland waters, coastline, various resorts, and other possible landing sites and isolated areas. Stakeholder engagements with resorts owners, the yacht club, and transport group were conducted. Security fora were also held, which were attended by municipal LGUs, security forces, business sectors, and other stakeholders.
Nakugkob ng mga sundalo ang isang pangunahing kampo ng New People's Army o NPA sa Bataraza, Palawan. Ilang oras pagkatapos ng putukan sa pagitan ng Marine Battalion Landing Team 4 at ng militanteng grupo. Ayon kay Western Command spokesperson Captain Cheryl Tindog, ilan sa mga nakita dito ay ang 21 tubo, isang conference hall at ilang bunker.
Team Wescom scores against the communist terrorist New People's Army several camps in southern Palawan. To date, the Western Command has recovered a total of 26 firearms, a fully assembled IED, and numerous ammunitions since the start of the second quarter of 2017. The recovery is a serious blow to the capability of the communist terrorists to sow fear and stage atrocities in the province. The successful recovery of camps, firearms, and war materials in southern Palawan was made possible through the help of the local residents in the community. Wescom has also conducted maritime and air patrols to protect the country's crown jewel, the Malampaya Natural Gas to Power Project, and other oil and gas exploration activities. As a result, the command's effort to secure the MNGPP, there was no sabotage, attacks, or any untoward incident that happened in 2017. Wescom intends to keep it that way. Philippines settled to address the issues against China's illegal activities in the West Philippine Sea through the rule of law by raising the case in the International Arbitral Tribunal. On 12 July 2016, the tribunal ruled in favor of the Philippines and issued its award on the arbitration case between the Philippines and China. It has been quiet since then, and significant changes have happened. However, the Western Command is unmoved by the changes and has sustained its presence in the 9 Philippine-held maritime features in the West Philippine Sea, with the gallant Marines, sailors, and airmen who are guarding and serving as the nation's eyes and ears in the Kalayaan Island Group. In 2017 alone, countless maritime and air patrols have been conducted to enforce our sovereign rights in the area. The reports from the 149 sorties and 36 naval missions have been used by the National Task Force on WPS and the national government in addressing the issues of diplomatic and strategic implications. Wescom was also at the forefront of the establishment of security mechanism at the sandbars at the vicinity of Pag-asa Island. Despite the challenges encountered involving Chinese militia and vessels, Wescom, to the best of its ability, devotedly stood its ground in order to protect what is rightfully ours. Before the year ended, Palawan confronted natural disasters when Tropical Storm Orduha and Binta came in the picture of the Yuletide season. Despite that, Wescom's Joint Task Force iCare partnered with the Provincial and City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Councils for humanitarian assistance and disaster response operations in Puerto Princesa City and North and South Palawan. No less than the Commander Western Command, Lieutenant General Rosano D. Brigues, Armed Forces of the Philippines, set foot in Mangsi Island to personally assess the needs thereat and bring relief to the victims of the disasters. Wescom was painstakingly at the forefront of the search, rescue, retrieval, and rehabilitation efforts despite the dangers at sea. Relief operations were also conducted through its air and naval assets that brought food and water supplies, medicines, clothing, and other necessities to the residents of Mangsi Island, Balabac, and other affected areas in southern Palawan and Puerto Princesa City. The task of sustaining security, safety, and stability is a shared responsibility. This is the reason why the Joint Task Forces of Western Command are complemented by the different interagency and multi-agency engagements to ensure that the marginal capabilities and resources can be heightened through the involvement and cooperation of the different line agencies, Philippine National Police, Philippine Coast Guard, local government units, and other non-governmental organizations. Through information sharing and the conduct of multi-agency operations, any activity can be efficiently and effectively undertaken with a high probability of success. Team Wescom truly conquered 2017. And as we chart the future with mission-driven efforts, Western Command and our peace partners shall remain as dedicated to our duties, as determined to stay united, as resolute in making the hard decisions, and as strong in faith in advancing the priceless interests of our people and the security of Palawan and the West Philippine Sea. For the glory of God, country, and people.